I'll text this if you want.
Yeah, it's best not pay.
Doing yourself up, okay?
No, I'm fine, I'm fine. I've had worse enemies than Benefit Street.
Hey, who do you think you're talking to?
Mikey North and Ian Colson Davies are here. Thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Gonna join.
You are in BC for the first time. You were just saying you've never been to BC before, and you're here to meet your fans.
Yeah.
How have you enjoyed your trip here so far?
Well, we want to live here. We've got an offer in on a lovely lakeside property. We were in Victoria yesterday, and it's just like a dream come true. We went on a seaplane, we went whale watching, we saw not one, two humpback whales.
You did?
It was so romantic, Ian proposed. I said yes.
and so we know it's great, it's a joy, we just love coming. This is the third leg of our world tour of Canada, and we did Nova Scotia, Newfoundland. Am I pronouncing it right now?
Newfoundland, yeah.
Got it right.
It's taken a while.
You're in BC, that's a perfect time.
He gets BC one as well, which somehow...
Oh, dear. We have to have a tutorial afterward, I think. Now, you guys are feuding on the show quite a bit, or you were when you were on the show, but you really get along well in real life.
We do. I'm about to be best man at his near wedding, his soon-to-be wedding.
Yeah.
So that's
Congratulations on that.
You can't forget best than that, can you really? So we are best buddies, yeah.
Why do you think Coronation Street has lasted as long as it has?
It's a good question, isn't it? I mean, it's kind of crazy for us to come halfway across the world as well and it still be as popular here as it is back home, if not more.
Yeah.
I think we always say that it's down to its kind of kitchen sink drama. I mean, it's very real and people can buy into it and relate to themselves in what they see. So I think that's probably why.
Yeah. How would you guys, being on the show, for somebody who's never seen it, how would you guys describe the show?
It kind of as near to real life as possible. People like to identify. I'm just echoing what he's saying. People like to identify with characters on the show, and we all have that little bit of dysfunction. We all know that aunt, that uncle, that niece, that nephew, and I think it's the identifiableness of it all. I'm never going to say that word ever again. You can quote me. Identifiableness of it, but it is. I think people can identify it, and it is. It's the original kitchen sink drama. It was never meant to be a soap. It started out like as a drama. But then, of course, advertising got picked it up and ran with it. But it's Bill Roach is very, very, very dogmatic in his description. It's not a soap, it's a kitchen sink drama, and I think that's its niche.
Tell me about what you're doing here. You've got your Men at Work tour. You're encouraging people to come out and visit with you, but what can they expect from the show? This
without you. We kind of everyone likes a good gossip, so we take the audience on a little journey behind the scenes, and we tell them what really goes on. Everyone loves to know what goes on behind. I'd love to know what goes on behind.
You've seen some of it.
We would, and it's fascinating. We're just saying how well you read the weather, and it's just fascinating. So we take people to the green room. We talk about the history of Coronation Street because we grew up with it in our DNA, because our veins, and it bleeds Coronation Street. So we kind of take them on a whistle-stop tour of the personality, the character of the show, and its people.
Because it's not literally, we don't actually take them to the green room because that's a 9-hour flight just for training standards there.
What do you guys love about meeting your fans? Because it is such a big deal. They know the characters so well inside and out. So what does it do for you to meet these guys that watch you all the time?
It's just odd, isn't it? We're sort of flying 9 hours across the world, halfway across the world, and someone says, "Oh, hi, Owen, hi, Gary." It's quite surreal, but it's great. I'm never going to be able to go on holiday again and have the same sort of thrill. Because you kind of, we're in a foreign country, and yet we feel that everyone, we're all friends. Oh, it's so cheesy, but it's true.
You are working on a new project. You left Coronation Street earlier this year. You're now doing Beowulf. What can you tell us about that project?
I won't be long. Very briefly, it's based on, and that's it's based on an epic poem, a 5th century, they think, epic poem. It's a medieval drama. It's ITV, which is one of the networks at home, ITV's version of Game of Thrones. It's lots of, I've swapped my hard hat and my high vis for a horse, a sword, and a very expensive wig. So it's lots of swashbuckling. It's a boy's own adventure. CGI, lots of monsters. It's Game of Thrones revisited in a different take.
When will people be able to see that? Because you're still just taping it.
Yeah, it's going to be shooting till November, and it'll be aired, I think, next year, January. But I think you'll probably see it in Canada because they need to get their money back. So there's going to be big expectations for it. So it's going to be season after season. And hopefully, so far, my character will be going through, he says.
And to watch Ian ride a horse will be a thrill, trust me. Trust me.
Now, you have some exciting stuff ahead for yourself. When are you getting married? Are you allowed to say?
Yeah, I'm getting married in January, so that's kind of my next big event. And we're back to Coronation Street once we get home next week. So yeah.
And what can you tell us about what's ahead for your character?
Yeah, Gary's got kind of a tricky time coming up because his girlfriend is about to do the dirty on him. Sorry if that spoiled it for anyone. So it's how he's going to react when he finds out about that.
Great, awesome. The Men at Work tour is on now this Sunday at River Rock Casino at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So you can get tickets, ticketmaster.ca. Thank you both for being here and enjoy the rest of your visit to BC.
Thank you, real pleasure.
Coming up next, a creative project to make at home with your